Have you ever felt like you've come to the end of yourself? You're doing your best, trying to stay strong, trying to stretch a small budget, hold your family together, smile when you're tired, pray when you're weary. But inside, you wonder, is this enough? Am I enough? God, do you see me? So many mothers are carrying silent burdens: fear, exhaustion, guilt, loneliness, trying to keep the kids fed, clothed, safe, while your own heart quietly breaks under the pressure. If this is you, hear me. You are not alone, and you are not unseen. God sees you, and He will provide even in the wilderness, just like He did for a forgotten mother in the Bible named Hagar. In Genesis 21, Hagar finds herself in the most painful place imaginable, cast out of her home, walking into the desert with her son and a skin of water. No money, no shelter, no plan, just desperation. When the water ran out, she laid her son under a bush and walked away because she couldn't bear to watch him die. She sat nearby and began to sob. Genesis 21:16. This is a mother's lowest point. She had no answers and she couldn't fix it. She felt alone, forgotten, hopeless. Can you relate? Maybe you've had nights where you cried behind closed doors, days where you fed everyone else but skipped meals yourself, days where the doctors told you an illness couldn't be cured, moments where you smiled in public but silently begged God for a breakthrough. Hagar's story is not far from ours. She was a mother doing her best, and still, it wasn't enough. But here's the turning point. Just when it looked like everything was lost, God heard the boy crying, and the angel of God called to Hagar from heaven. Genesis 21:17. God heard, God saw, and God answered. He said, "Do not be afraid." Then he opened Hagar's eyes, and she saw a well of water that was already there. God had already made a way. She just couldn't see it through the tears. Mama, how many times have you thought, there's no way forward? How many times have you whispered, God, I can't do this anymore? And yet, you're still here, still standing, still fighting, still determined, because God is still carrying you. God is still fighting for you. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Hebrews 13:5. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted. Psalm 34:18. Just like Hagar, God has not abandoned you. He's already preparing the well, already planning the provision, already working in your wilderness. The desert didn't disappear, but Hagar now had hope because God had entered her pain, opened her eyes, and reminded her, you are not forgotten. Mama, you may feel overwhelmed. Maybe the bills are piling up. Maybe your child is struggling and you don't know how to help. Maybe you feel spiritually dry, like you have nothing left to pour out. But God is saying to you today, I see you, I hear you, I'm not done with you. And my God will supply every need of yours according to his riches in glory in Christ Jesus. Philippians 4:19. Let your faith rise, not because everything is perfect, but because God is present. Your strength may fail, but his never will. And what your children need most is not a perfect mom, but a mom who clings to a perfect God. So, to the mama in the wilderness, to the one who's barely holding on, to the ones who don't know where to turn, lift your head. The God who saw Hagar sees you. The God who opened a well in the desert can open doors, soften hearts, send peace, and provide in ways you never imagined. Blessed is she who believed that the Lord would fulfill his promises to her. Luke 1:45. You are not invisible. You are chosen. You are covered. And your faith is building a legacy, even if your kids are too young to say thank you right now. One day they'll rise up and say, my mother believed God even when life was hard. That is something so powerful and to be proud of. Your children will come to thank you because you had faith in the Lord. You're raising children who will one day say, I saw my mama worship in the storm. So please don't give up. Don't stop praying. Don't stop trusting. Because even in the desert, God is still writing your story, and it ends with hope.